Hello my loves, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is your girl Kensthetic with the Kensthetics, and I'm here with you guys today with a new video. So in today's video, I wanted to do a makeup routine using a ton of new makeup that I have purchased recently and just give you guys my honest thoughts and opinions. I've been using most of these products for quite some time now, so I feel like I have enough time and experience to give my honest thoughts and opinions, and also I was able to figure out how exactly to incorporate these products into my makeup routine. So if you guys want to see me achieve this gorgeous makeup look using new makeup products, go ahead and keep on watching. Before we get started with today's video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Your girl literally just hit 26,000 subscribers. Like, what? I feel like we just celebrated 25K the other day, but thank you guys so much for 26K. And I will be posting consistently. Vlogmas is coming up, so either way, make sure you're subscribed and make sure your bell notifications are turned on. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So all of the makeup products that we're gonna use today will be linked down below in the description box. They will be linked in my Sephora storefront, so if you guys are interested in learning more about any of these products or purchasing them, the links will be down below in the description box. And I know somebody's probably looking like, girl, your hair looks amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I did a whole separate video with details on this hair, so make sure you guys check it out. I will link it in the end screen at the end of this video so you guys can easily reference it. But let's go ahead and get into the face. So I currently have my morning skincare on. I did my morning skincare routine and the skin is glowing. We love to see it. My skin was acting up so bad, so motherfucking bad for the past few weeks, so I wasn't able to really do any skincare or makeup content because my skin was just going crazy. But now that the skin is doing better, we're back, baby. So I'm starting off with this primer. This is the Lancome LA Pro Base primer. I purchased this during 21 Days of Beauty at Ulta, so I've been using this for a few months now and I really love it. First of all, it is non-comedogenic, and it says it right on the back of the product. It says non-comedogenic, babe. But it's a nice like silicone consistency, and when you apply it to your face, I'll go ahead and apply it to one side so you guys can see the difference that it makes. But it kind of just like mutes down the oils, or like pulls the oils out of your face without like doing too much. You guys see how it gives like a nice soft blur, and then this side is this side is this, and it feels so good. So I've really been enjoying this primer. It's described as a perfecting makeup primer smoothing effect. Yes, so I told you guys it just gives the skin kind of like a nice like soft blur filter. You guys see this side is this side is this. Yeah, so I've really been enjoying this primer, and I start off with it. I've been doing a lot of skin prep lately, so I feel like it has definitely contributed to my makeup looking flawless. Like, y'all saw how my yeah, stay tuned, okay? And in between each one of my like priming steps, I like to let it sit down, do its thing for a minute or two, let it marinate before I move on to the next step, because I do feel like when you just layer things on top of each other, they don't have time to really like kick in and do what they gotta do. So I let it sit for like 1 to 2 minutes, and then I carry on with my next step. I am now officially a Danessa Myricks beauty babe. Like, I have literally been obsessed with Danessa Myricks, and I understand the hype now. But the next product I'm going in with is this Danessa Myricks Moisture Repair Balm Serum. This is this the Radiant one? I forget, y'all, but this is the one that comes in the bronze packaging. I also have the one that comes in the other packaging, the mini size, but this stuff right here, you don't need a lot of it. You don't. So it comes with a little scooper, but I just use my hand. I just pick up some product, work it in on top of that Lancome primer. So Danessa Myricks, her complexion products all have Epsilon technology in it. So basically it works to absorb oil production and sweat throughout the day. So while you're out in the heat and your face is sweating, this basically says, what you doing? What you doing? What you thought you was doing? Because you ain't gonna do it over here. So I absolutely love that about her products, and I definitely feel like it has helped contribute to the longevity of my makeup look. And then for the last step of our makeup prep, I'm going in with this Danessa Myricks Beauty Yummy Skin Water Powder Serum. This stuff right here, y'all, when you use all three of these, I promise you your makeup is not going anywhere for the day. Like, and for this water powder serum, you don't need a lot, so I just basically use 4 drops for my whole face. And make sure to concentrate it in the areas where you usually like tend to sweat or crease up throughout the day, and for me that's mainly the center of my face. Working that in. Let that sit for 2 minutes. This Maybelline Super Lock Brow Gel, if you have never tried this before, I'm telling y'all, the formula of this formula has something in it. I don't know what's in it, but it's something in here, okay? So I go ahead and use this. Just brush the product in my brow hairs upwards. And you can see the difference. So this brow has the glue. This one does not. Like, it literally lifts your brows, and your brows are not going anywhere all day. Also, I feel like when I do sweat now, my brows don't move. It could be a combination of the skin prep. It could be me starting to incorporate the brow glue. But baby, the brows are not going anywhere. And then I go in with my finger. I feel like the warmth of my finger helps to melt the product in even further. So I've been liking to go in with my finger afterwards. And when I go in with my finger, I kind of maneuver the hairs to be like more laid in a curve versus just up, if that makes sense. This is what they mean when they say their brow. This is the definition of the brows are laid, okay? These are laid brows, thanks to Maybelline. And then to fill in my brows, I'm using my Sephora Collection Retractable Brow Pencil in the shade 08 Chocolate Brown. Actually, I'm gonna use the new pencil I got. So I told you guys in my most recent Sephora haul that I don't know if they reformulated it, but the packaging is different. So this one is the previous packaging, and then this one is the new packaging. So I'm actually gonna use the new packaging just to see if there's a difference in the actual product. All right, let's go for it. This is my literal favorite brow pencil. So Sephora Collection change anything, I would literally be so sad. This brow pencil works wonders. Now I'm using some concealer to clean up my brows. I feel like when you do your skin prep so well and use products that work, it's also easier to blend your makeup. Like, oh my god. And I feel like that's mainly the Lancome that does that, because when I use the Lancome on its own, the way my products blend is literally so beautiful. So our brows are done. This is basically our rough draft of our brows. We'll clean up and do things in between. But I will say, because y'all know I'm gonna always be honest with y'all, I feel like the formula of the Sephora Collection brow pencil has changed, but I kind of like the new formula better than the old one. This is the only time I feel like Sephora Collection has put their paws on something and it has actually done some good. But next we're gonna go in with foundation. For foundation today, I'm using my Lancome Teint Eau foundation in the shade 455W. This foundation is actually gonna be on sale at Sephora very soon, so make sure you guys have a watch my Sephora cyber sale recommendations video, because I told you guys what day it's gonna be on sale, as well as like all of the products that I recommend based on the brands that will be on sale. I'm gonna take 2 pumps of that foundation, and I'm using this Morphe E63. Y'all, this is an old foundation brush, but I'm basically just gonna blend that in. And you guys can see that this foundation is literally like a perfect match. The coverage T is so good. They made the shade just for me, I'm convinced. So this side foundation, this side no foundation. It's so lightweight. It doesn't feel like I have a ton of makeup on, which I love. And after I apply with the brush, I like to go in with a sponge and just blend everything out. Make sure everything is nice and seamless. Our face looks very flat, but we're about to add some dimension. I purchased this House Labs, what is this called? Precision Sculpt Shaping Balm during the Sephora sale. And yeah, I'm in the shade Taper. This contour product, first of all, you just have to turn it up to get more product. And the formulation of this, like Lady Gaga, does not miss at all. I love how thin it is, so you can literally get precise strokes. I can do the sides of my nose and not have to worry about it being too chunky. I'm obsessed. So if you struggle with like cream contour, I feel like this is a great beginner product because you can't really mess up. Like, you literally can't mess up. So now I'm going in with my Sephora Collection Cheek Duo brush. I'm going to use the powder side, and I like to use this to blend out my cream contour. I literally just press it in. You guys see how beautifully that blends out? Excuse me? Yeah. And it's so important to use cream contour. I love this one, and I also love the Tower 28. The Tower 28 comes in this packaging, so if you don't know like how much product to use, it can be easy to mess up. So that's why I emphasize like this House Labs. It makes it so easy because you have a thin stick that you're working with, so you can really concentrate where you go ahead and apply the product. And then for my nose, I like to go in with a smaller brush, which is a brush I used yesterday. Like, it literally just melts into your skin. I love this stuff so much. And then I like to go over the edges with the same sponge that I used to blend out my foundation, just so that everything can be nice and seamless along the way. I feel like when you fix things along the way or do like little touch-ups, it makes it easier in the end. How we feeling for blush today? How we feeling for blush today, babes? I kind of want to do like a pinky blush. Maybe we'll do her. No, I feel like I have a new blush. I do. I have a lot of new blushes. I got this mini set from Danessa Myricks. If you guys haven't purchased this yet and it's still available at Sephora, run, don't walk. I told you guys about this all up and down my socials, but it basically comes with a mini size of the Universal Radiant Blurring Balm. So the primer, the second primer, I use the other shade of it, the mini size. So y'all see, imagine having to put this in your makeup bag versus this. Yeah, so you get a mini of that, and then you also get 4 shades of her blushes. So I'm actually gonna use a shade I have not used before. Damn, do we do Rose and Brunch or do we do Prima Donna? I'm feeling Prima Donna. Prima Donna is kind of intimidating. I don't want to say intimidating, but she kind of bright. She kind of bright, but we got this. So I'm going to apply a little bit to my cheeks. Oh, look at this. Let's talk about pigment, Miss Danessa. Yeah. I'm going to apply a little bit. It's already giving a lot. This is a nice like fruit punch colored blush. Beautiful. I'm gonna use the end of my sponge to blend that in. And I like to switch between the brush and the sponge because the brush is kind of like if you need more color, and then the sponge gives you a nice blend. But I'm just making sure that we have a nice even application on both sides. Oh, this color is beautiful. So for concealer, I'm going in with my all-time favorite concealer. This is the Sephora Collection Best Skin Ever Concealer. This is the previous version, which is still available at Kohl's, and it's on sale for $4. I'm using the shade 35N. That is my highlight shade, and then the shade 50N is my complexion shade. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of concealer. That's it. And let that dry down for a bit. That concealer literally blends out so beautifully. Like, Sephora collection, if you guys are watching this, please bring back the previous formula of these concealers, because they are literally goated. They're goated. Like, you guys could literally make bank off of this. Y'all seen Sacred made $100 million off of edge restoring drops? That could be Sephora collection, because the concealer is so tea. Put some good marketing behind it. Hit me up if you need, and we can make some things happen. Next up, I'm gonna set my liquids. I'm gonna use my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This is an OG and I still love her. So I shake her up. I do a test spray. Yeah. And I recently learned that this setting spray used to be, where is it? It used to be by Scandinavia. You guys see it says it on the back, but they have a new version of it now, and the new version isn't by Scandinavia. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's gonna work as well as this one does, but I'm trying to stretch my old formulas as long as I can. So I have this one, I have a mini one, my mini. Oh, this is the new one. Okay, so maybe it isn't that bad because I have been using the mini. And once the Urban Decay dries down, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus spray. MAC products are also gonna be, I think, 20 or 30% off for their Black Friday sale. So if you guys want anything from MAC, now's the time to get it. I have officially became a pressed powder babe. I have this one, and then I actually have another one that's supposed to be coming in the mail today, but I was doing pressed powder wrong. I was skipping it. I wasn't a believer, and I'm telling you guys right now, pressed powder before loose setting powder makes a huge difference. So I picked this one up during the Sephora sale. This is the Sephora Collection Micro Smooth in the shade 30 Sand Light Neutral. It looks a little intimidating, right? Yeah, y'all probably like, girl, that's too light for you, but let me show y'all. I take my triangle puff, I pick up a little bit of the powder, and then I press it into my under eye where we basically put the concealer. This gives your eye a nice base to make sure the product does not crease throughout the day, and also helps with the longevity of your makeup. So you guys can see the difference. This side is where I applied the pressed powder. This side has no pressed powder yet. I like to bring it into the sides of my nose to make sure we have a nice snatched look. So now I'm gonna go in with my loose setting powder. I love, love, love the One Size Beauty setting powder in the shade Mighty Gold. It's this beautiful yellow undertone powder that looks beautiful on brown skin babe. So I recently learned how to do this. Not too much on me if y'all knew this, but I'm putting the girls on who don't know. Now when you have a powder puff, if you want to use both sides, you just flip the handle over and then use the other side. So I use this side for my pressed powder and then this side for my loose setting powder. So I'm gonna dab off the excess on the back of my hand and press this into my under eye on top of the pressed powder. Then I'm going in with my Sephora Micro Smooth Powder in the shade Toffee. This is more of my skin tone. And I'm basically going to use this to set everywhere that we did not just apply powder to. All right, powder bronzer. I'm going in with this Sephora collection. This is the previous formula. I'm telling y'all, Sephora collection had some hits and they went ahead and touched things and I was like, eh. But this is the Sephora collection matte bronzer in the shade 06 Ibiza. You guys can still get this at select Kohl's locations as well. It's a nice, beautiful brown shade. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that on top of where we had put our cream earlier. our cream contour, I'm just gonna go in with the bronzer. Now I'm going in with my Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Liquid Blurring Balm Setting Spray. You guys, this stuff right here also has the Upslide technology, so it helps absorb sweat and oils that produce throughout the day. So you want to make sure you shake this really well. I'm going to do a test spray. What this does is it basically acts as a nice powder finish. So I really want to get my hands on One Size powder melting spray. So when it comes back in stock, because I know it's back in stock on One Size's website, shout out to my babes who commented and was like, girl, it's back in stock on their website. But I like to shop at places where I could collect points. You guys should already know that. When it comes to Chipotle, Cava, Sephora, I'm collecting all my points. I'm acting like Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. So I'm like, I need it back in stock on Sephora so I can go ahead and pick it up. So whenever it comes back in stock on Sephora or Sephora at Kohl's, I'm gonna go ahead and purchase the spray and give you guys my opinions. But for now, I've been using this Danessa Myricks spray. They're not the same because Danessa gives you more of like a powdery matte finish, and then I heard that the One Size powder gives you more of like a powdery like glowy finish. So whenever I can get my hands on that, I will, and I will give you guys the tea, okay? And I do like to go over the Danessa spray with the One Size Until Dawn setting spray. Baby, my face isn't going anywhere all day. So for lip liner today, I'm using this Juvia's Place Longwear lip liner in the shade Coffee Bean. Love this stuff so much. And then I'm gonna go in with this Lancome Juicy Tube in the shade Spring Fling. These Juicy Tubes are so freaking good. Like, I've really been loving this new Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. You guys, this mascara right here, I'm gonna do one eye so y'all can see the difference. So this eye has the mascara and this eye does not, and you can literally see the difference. Like, yeah, Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. The link is down below. Nice finishing touch from my babes who love wearing their natural lashes out. I feel like I look like such a doll. But I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this CoverGirl lip gloss on top. I needed to let my girls know because y'all probably gonna be like, girl, the lip combo will look the same. But this is the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Yummy Gloss in the shade 140 Sunset Skies. You guys know I love this lip gloss. Like, I look like such a doll. But I'm gonna go ahead and let my hair down and I'll be back. So here is the final look. I'm obsessed with this makeup look, you guys. It looks so freaking good. And the products that I use, baby, they're gonna be added to my makeup rotation. I know that in this economy, it is not practical to be buying each and every release that brands come out with, but that's where I step in because I buy things to let y'all know, is it worth your money or not? So if you guys are interested in any of the products using today's makeup look, they will be linked down below in the description box for your ease of reference and your ease of shopping. Comment down below and let me know what you guys think of this makeup look. Do you guys plan on picking any of these products up? Comment down below and let your girl know. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Dark and handsome, the boy from South Detroit.